gentlemen of the YouTube lands, it's your boy Tuglo, and today we have here the tier list for the magic attackers that we can summon right off the bat in Danmachi Memoria Freeze, also known as Danmemo. Let's go ahead and get started. The preface for this video will be the same as the one in the healer. Basically, I am looking for any magic damage dealer that can do deeps, and only deeps, just pure deeps. I want your job. If you are considered a magic attacker, I want you to be able to do magic attacking things. I don't care if you heal. I don't care if you can taunt your foes or anything of that nature. I want you to be able to do the fattest of deeps, because that's what I'm relying on you to do, because that's what your job is. So as you can see here, we do have this. We have two Lefiyas, we have an Onsen Lili, and we have Filvis. So these are the four magic attackers that we can pull right off the bat when you start summoning in Danmachi Memoria Freeze. Now the tier list will be skewed towards the way that I make it, because you know there are multiple tier lists with multiple different variations. They say here's the overall of the character compared to the overall of every other character. However, I will be focusing purely on what the magic attackers can do versus other magic attackers. Let's go ahead and get started. The first person we have here is going to be the Onsen Lili. She sits at 125 strength, 127 endurance, 212 dexterity, 248 agility, and 480 magic. Her abilities are going to start off with her special. She does have an ultra fire magic attack, and that will be an AoE attack. Her combat skills, which are just her normal skills, are going to be as follows: a single target high light magic attack towards one foe. You have a 15% chance to seal all of your enemies. You have a mid-fire magic attack for an AoE ability that rounds off your third ability. Now, looking at Onsen Lili, she does have that high fire, or the ultra fire. She has that mid fire, both of those being the AoE. Then she does kind of come around and hit you with that light, or the high light magic attack. So that's, you know, she's got the AoE, she's got the single target covered. However, she does have that 15% chance to seal all of her enemies. What does that mean? That basically says, hey, if you've played any MMOs or any RPGs, it basically silences them from allowing them to use any of their abilities, and they just have to auto attack you. So that's good, but let's see what we have later on down the road. The next person we have is going to be Filvis. She is going to have a 119 strength, 130 endurance, 188 dexterity, 287 agility, and 507 magic. Her abilities are as follows. Her special is going to be an AoE ultra light magic attack. Okay, an ultra versus an ultra, that's always a good thing. Her first skill is going to be an AoE mid-light magic attack with a 15% chance to stun. So I like that. We're going light with light. That's always good. Her second ability, it says Force Field avoids KO one time only when your HP is above 20%, and when you basically get hit for more than what you have, as long as you're at over 20%. So if you have 21% HP and you get hit for 22%, you'll avoid getting knocked out, and you'll still be alive until you get knocked out again or killed again. Her last and final skill is going to be a single target high light magic attack with temporary magic boost. So looking at Filvis, she's the type of character who is going to work very well with her own kit. She does focus solely on the light aspect, so you know she's really focused on destroying, I believe, what I would assume is just anybody who's got low light resist. That's always going to be a good thing. And if you have anybody who can debuff light resist, well, there you go. However, she can't do it herself because she's too busy focusing on blowing people up. She has a 15% chance to stun with her medium her mid-light magic attack, so that's going to be good. You got a 15% chance to stun all of your enemies versus just a single target. And then she also temporarily gives herself a magic boost when she's really focusing on booty blasting one enemy. So that I really do like a lot. However, she does have the I basically guess cheat death, if you will, with her force field. So, you know, being a squishier character, being that, you know, type of person who, if you get even, you know, spit at you, but you're gonna die, this is always going to be a good thing. Now, the next person we're going to take a look at is Lefiya Verdes, the Incantation Lefiya. She's going to sit at 121 strength, 127 endurance, 214 dexterity, 248 agility, and 477 magic. Her special is going to be an AoE Ultra Ice magic attack. So we went from the first Lefiya being, I believe, was fire. Now we're going to an ice one. Her first skill is going to be a single target mid-light magic attack. Her second skill is going to be an AoE mid-light magic attack and light resist minus 10% for 4 turns. So, you know, that second skill works very well with her first skill. Then her last skill is going to be a AoE mid-fire magic attack with a magic resist of minus 10% for 4 turns on all your enemies. So that's going to be very good. You know, if you pop your third skill, all of the enemies have minus 10% magic resist. Pop your second skill, now they have minus 10% magic resist and minus 10% light. Then you hit them with your first skill and boom, you're going to hit them at their weakest point if you were able to get this off in tandem and not die or kill the mob too quickly. She does have, she's kind of a little bit spread between, you know, she's got Ultra Ice. Well, why does she have to have Ice when we're debuffing, you know, Light? Why couldn't it have been Light? Or, you know, why couldn't it have been, you know, whatever? How, you know, whatever the case may be, I prefer it would have been Light, Magic, but we'll take the Ice. She is definitely better than her first Lefiya that we took a look at, and we'll kind of do the side-by-side comparison after we hit our last target, which is going to be Onsen Lili. She's got 123 strength, 137 endurance, 216 dexterity, 292 agility, and 521 magic. Now, as you can see here, we are going to look at her special first. She has the AoE Ultra Earth magic attack with a 30% chance to stun. So by some odd reason, you know, you don't kill them in the first hit, especially later on or early on, you will have that 30% chance to stun all of your enemies. That's very good. I like that a lot. The first skill that she does have is going to be a high earth magic attack and earth resist minus 30% for 2 turns. This is very good first ability. I like that. Her second ability is going to be a AoE high earth magic attack and earth resist minus 40% for 3 turns. All right, we got 2 AoEs right off the bat. We got some reducing their earth resist as well. I like this a lot. Her last one is going to be Assault Potion, which is basically like Filvis's Cheat Death. It's the same thing, same mechanic, different name. Now, let's go ahead and compare these units side by side. The first one that we're going to take a look at is going to be the Amazon Lefiya versus the Incantation Lefiya. So I do have the Amazon Lefiya as my number 4. Just for the sheer fact that if we take a look at the abilities side by side, yes, the Amazon Lefiya is just straight up attack. However, the Incantation Lefiya is straight up attack, but she has resists subtraction, resist debuffs onto the enemy, which works very hand in hand with what she's trying to do. You know, if you can tell me that you're going to booty blast the enemy, but at the same time you're gonna add a little bit of flavor, a little bit of sauce on top of doing that with their, you know, resist debuffs, I'm gonna say that's a little bit better. On top of that, these resist debuffs are going to be for sure versus your 15% chance to seal all of the foes on the field. That to me is kind of a higher risk, higher reward situation, whereas, hey, if I hit this spell, it's going to hit everybody. They're all going to lose minus 10% resist on their light, and we're going to keep on working on booty blasting this guy. So that's kind of the thought process behind putting Amazon Lefiya in number 4, and then Incantation Lefiya at number 3. The last two we're going to take a look at is going to be Filvis on our left-hand side and Onsen Lili on our right-hand side. So if you were noticing the way that I was kind of talking highly about the Onsen Lili and her abilities, we really enjoy, or I really enjoy her abilities just because of how well they mesh together. Not only does she have these earth resist debuffs on the enemies, they last for, 3 turns and 2 turns respectively, but she's also dealing earth damage on top of that. So you're telling me that she is basically going to make you super weak to one specific element and then just drive it home and hit a grand slam for me while destroying you. That is very good. On top of that, it is an AoE. All of her attacks are AoE, and that is just so very attractive as far as, hey, I need them damages. I want to take the earth resist down. This is the girl to go to. I truly believe she's going to be my number 1 magic attacker that you can pull straight out the gates in Danmachi. Now, looking at number 2 for Filvis, just kind of put it in perspective of why she did not grab that number 1, is just for the sheer fact that, hey, okay, you have a 15% chance stun on all foes. That kind of is like the 15% chance seal that the Amazon Lefiya has. Now, if you are able to stun all of the foes, that's awesome. However, I've got, 85% chance that I don't. I would much rather take the resist debuff and then just hammer away at you versus, okay, man, if I can get that stun off, I'll be able to live, but 9 times, 8.5 times out of 10, it ain't gonna happen. Then the next thing that I do want to take a look at is that she does have a temporary magic boost while on top of her high light magic attack. So that works real well together. You're going to boost yourself up right before you hit one unit super duper hard. This is, basically your second best bet. You've kind of got a little bit of spread between AoE and single target, so that if you're focusing a boss, what good is AoE stuff going to do, right? It's just going to hit one person. But if you really need to say, hey, all of my people can kill this one person, but I know this dude in the back, he's going to be a big boy to take care of, we're going to focus him in the back, kill all the dudes in the front in one turn, hit that dude in the back, call it a day. Then we can all just rain down on him. It's good. I like her. Filvis, I almost chose Filvis over Onsen Lili until somebody explained to me, hey man, them earth debuffs on top of earth attacks, you can't miss out on that. So I truly believe, just to recap, we have Onsen Lili at number 1, Filvis at number 2, Incantation Lefiya at number 3, and then we have Amazon Lefiya sitting at number 4. Let me know what y'all think of this breakdown. Did you agree? Did you disagree? If you did, let me know why you disagreed. I would love to hear just kind of the different rebuttals, the different sides of why you would take, for instance, Filvis over Lili or Lefiya over Filvis. I really do want to just kind of get those different perspectives and kind of see what y'all have to say. So let me know down in the comments section below. Guys, that's all I got for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support a lot. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to help make the dream become a reality. Also, once you do subscribe, be sure to turn on those notifications. Last but not least, be sure to check out the description box down below where you can find links to my Discord server, my Twitch stream, my Patreon page, and any social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate that support a lot. And as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing. That's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, baby.